The Stonecutters Song We Do's opening bars are a delicious, delicious, delicious cake. How shall I prove this to thee? Why, with the original recipe. That's right, this is all going to take place over the chords of F sharp minor and D over C. And first we have the icing on the cake in the form of the flute, oboe, and clarinet down the octave and violins up the octave going. There we have that. Something interesting about this, apart from the fact that it sounds quite a bit like Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries, is that the woodwinds are trilling, but the strings are not. They're just arriving on that. They're just arriving on that note, whereas the woodwinds are trilling. I think the reason for this discrepancy is that the strings can actually make us hear that note as the melody note, and the woodwinds trilling over the top is more of a garnish on top of it. So we definitely hear, and rather than, we don't hear too much of that trill. Underneath that we have the top layer of the cake, which is 2 trumpets and 2 trombones. F sharp minor chord, they're playing forte piano, which means they start with an accent, da, they draw back, and then crescendo over the next 2 bars. Da, 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 da. Which sounds really awesome, but also goes really well with that icing on top. Sort of feels like one idea. Underneath that we have a bit of rhythmic interest in the form of the middle layer, which has 2 French horns and violas and a cello as well. I think we have this. That with the other 2 layers we've heard so far sounds like this. Lovely. And finally we have the bass layer of the cake. We have bassoon, we have timpani, cello and double bass. Sounds awesome with the middle layer on top of it. All of it sounds wonderful together. Here's all the layers. And here's what it sounds like in the original recording. Ain't that a tasty, tasty slice? And perhaps you'd like to try this cake at your next birth anniversary. Well, you can find this recipe and many more in the still unpublished book, Alf Clausen and Dell Hake's Cake Bakes You Too Can Make Keepsake. How should we finish? I know. Who knows how to orchestrate? Who makes the music sound so great? Dell Hake, Dell Hake. Come on everyone, you know the words.